Okay, so they've come out here several times to visit me. The David Nakanishi been out here a couple times, called me. He's from the Hot.
Okay.
And he tells me if I got this right here, this detailed list of how, well, this is something I put together in February when we all first met and talked, and my friend Carol did it. Everything that's happened, as I've told you before, has been non-transparent. So with the Department of Homelessness and Episcopal Services. So I went down today to the courthouse, and you can see today's date, and I made a motion to reopen the original case of 2020 that happened with the encampment over there, and I have a hearing for the 22nd. This is over with on the 24th.
Yeah.
So I have, now that's that case, and this is the case I didn't file yet, but have written completely. This is to Episcopal Services.
You wrote these yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. And this is to Episcopal Services. And the real party of interest, whose rights, let me put it this way, London Breed has lost control of this department. It not only needs oversight voted in, it needs an appeals process put in order for it to meet the McKinney-Vento Act. That's federal. Okay, this is a county case. This is a damages case that I didn't get what I need to not be here for this tomorrow. Right. Okay, but I haven't filed this yet.
Okay.
Because for reasons that it's not ready for the exhibit line, but the exhibit line has to go onto a flash drive, and I don't have that capacity of electricity I'm charging. I have limited.
Yeah.
But this right here is what happened today, and it's simply, when I go into court in 2 weeks, I'll simply be able to tell the judge, and it's about me and being what David Nakanishi said, that if they can't help me tomorrow, how is that possible? I should consider a hospice residential location. And I feel like and inside of the Elder Justice Act, federal, and inside of WIC 10,001 for people who are vulnerable, seniors, so on, there's special protection that my autonomy does not get snatched up. Okay? So that's where I'm at. What's going on down here with everyone else is tragic. I don't understand. I don't know how to help them. But this is what I'm doing for myself, to protect myself from being put in an institution. Because the verbiage that was used made me feel like because of my health being so, the hospice and everything. And I also gave the judge a copy of my hospice letter, the current one, the new one. So this was put out July 22nd, 2022. So this is my saying 6 months or life expectancy. I'm 4 months past my due date already. So, and instead of feeling good about it or like I'm going to survive, I feel suicidal. Okay, I'm just going to be really blunt with you. This makes me feel like, why am I bothering? Why am I trying? What happened? And I don't feel like tomorrow is going to be beneficial for me. Even if they don't take me tomorrow, I still have till the 24th every day of this stress. And we already lost all those people at Laguna Honda, so old sick people are delicate that way. Okay, so that's me. That's where I'm at.
I just wanted to see what you really want right now, and I just want to be supportive. So
I don't want to be towed away tomorrow.
Yes.
Here's I can again send this in a PDF. This is and the gentleman, Mr. Nakanishi, said make it as detailed as possible. My friend Carol and I did this together. Okay, and then here's the part about Thousand Trails where I leave and go. And this is just a one piece paper I can give out tomorrow. That's what Mr. Nakanishi said I should have on hand to talk to the team that's coming. So I have that, and I have this, so that they know that in 2 weeks the judge will be going, what are we talking about now? Because I understand bureaucratic rules quite well, and I understand this is a different type of event that doesn't require the different types of notice, and I'm not worried about anyone else but me going into an institution, a hospice institution or any kind of, this is my home, and really pretty on the inside. And I have my things and my husband's ashes.
Yeah.
And if I go out of it, it will make me die.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've told them I'm perfectly willing to go anywhere, be towed anywhere. I understand what's going on here, but that doesn't make my rights. This is the book I wrote about the rights of people in 84 citations from the Supreme Court about the different ways that we live, and it's literally just the law. The only thing original that's written in it is this: government cannot create second-class citizens, government cannot create status crimes, and the really important one, government cannot ticket, harass, arrest, or banish unless there's a legal zone for us to go to, which would be Martin versus Boise.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and it's the police and everyone, and I'm not.
Well, you know, I guess the problem here is these other vehicles, and they're really causing the problem here, and that's making it difficult on me and on you and Courtney. and
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
So hopefully the action that's taken tomorrow will at least help disrupt that, those guys, and I think some or a lot of them will be cleared out like they were back in February. I do want to support you. I think it's going to be, it's been communicated to me from the police department and others that it's going to be problematic for you to continue to be here because they're going to claim that it's inequitable, like they were forced to leave.
Of course.
So
that's why I went to court, in order to get someone else's eyeballs on it in 2 weeks, so that the services that I was offered. And now this guy here, Mr. Nakanishi, says I need to go to you and see if the Board of Supervisors will force the funding. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense at all, which is why I prepared this other lawsuit for that situation.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, here's due process. The city cannot say, okay, we're going to help. We're telling the nonprofit to help you. The nonprofit I go get all the papers, I go get everything I'm supposed to do. They say, okay, but we're not giving you all the help. It stops. And then for the next year, you pretend, you go, switch and bait. And then you're using the same city agency to come and get rid of me. And here's the thing, I'll get my RV back because of HOT. Like because it's been in my name, they will get it back for me. That's just not due process. And that's why I have a judge's eyeballs on it in 2 weeks. And I've been in front of this judge before. I have no problems talking to judges. Like I don't know what's going on with the fact the police and the services and the things aren't happening for everyone else. But this right here with me and Episcopal Community Services, this is between me and, this is not, equitable.
Yeah.
So the police need to factor that part in right there. So we'll have a judge look at it and say, but in the meantime, if I get towed, right, with the cancer and the hospice, there's this idea that I can just be put into something residential. Don't think that will work in court. That will put the city exposed in a way that's not, it's not copacetic. I've struggled hard to maintain my autonomy with no help for the year and a half, and I've used every stimulus dollar to get to the point where I'm almost can go somewhere and almost can get, but I'm dying. And they're like supposedly 4 months ago, I have 4 months past the prognosis. I don't like that this right here, what I've gone through preparing just this and getting downtown today, that takes life force from me. I haven't eaten all day because of nausea, because of worried. They're passing with tow trucks, they're passing with watering people down with the, in the tents.
What is stated in that document, where getting your RV fixed so you could go to
Thousand Trails.
Yeah, is that still your? Absolutely,
it always has been. When I went to court in 2020 to open this case, I just reopened.
Yeah.
I told the judge then, this is what I want.
Yeah.
I want to go to. I was in Thousand Trails before.
Where is that?
There's 7 campgrounds around the Sacramento region and into the Hollister and San Benito, and then up in Russian River. Right. In the Bay Area, there's one down here in Pacifica too. So there's 7 altogether I could be going to at a 21-day rotation.
Why isn't Episcopal Community Services or HSH able to? Is it because it's a budget issue or?
Everything was agreed on.
Yeah.
It's in black and white.
Yeah.
It's in the emails back and forth. They were talking to the mobile mechanic.
Yeah.
They were talking, and they kept shifting to different workers. And
Yeah.
then the next worker, and then the worker. I finally ended up with the main manager.
Uh-huh.
He went down to DMV. I refused to move to Candlestick Park,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
wrote to Jamisha Baker, and I said, I want to go up to Mendocino RV Park. My friends, my caregivers are there. I want to do the
Yeah.
mastectomy. I want to try. This was back last year, and it never went forward from there. It was complete elder abuse.
Yeah.
Like, it's so abusive to tell someone I'm going to do something for you, but then I don't do it, and you've got it all, because I'm supposed to go to Candlestick Park, a vehicle triage. No.
Yeah.
This is a lifestyle choice for me. I'm just stuck because of the pandemic and my husband dying and my income decreasing in half.
Yeah.
That's literally all I have no drug addictions. I smoke marijuana. I don't drink. I don't smoke cigarettes. I stay in my income of $1,000. I get nothing. I'm self-sustaining.
Yeah.
My autonomy is at risk here. And I know who it's at risk from. That's why I went down and did this. And I don't want to. Like, the last thing I want to do is write half a paragraph to a judge and say, and I'll send you a copy of this at your office. Yeah. I'll send a photograph of her too, and it's just enough. It's not, someone else has to, there's enough promises and me trying, Mr. Nakanishi's telling me, try harder, push harder. No, man, I'm dying, okay? My life force today was spent doing this, okay?
Yeah.
This is not right. Not after I'm supposed to already be out, gone, and no one's come out here to go, okay, well, let's go out.
Okay. Is Episcopal Community Services still in touch with you?
No, and I
when
have.
Was the last time?
February.
Okay.
February of.
And you were in discussions with them about the Thousand Trails.
All of it.
Okay.
And then they insisted not Thousand Trails, go up north the. I mean, we set that up. I agreed. No Thousand Trails, no problem. Fine, let's go to an RV park.
Yeah.
They moved ahead of time to the RV park. Then it just fell apart.
Yeah.
Then it was to Candlestick Park. So the goalpost keeps moving with them, not me. I have jumped through I can prove it. I've jumped every hoop. I know how bureaucratic rules work. I know how grant funding works. I understand what they're asking me for. I've given it to them, and then it just stops. So I wait. And I can't now. The due process question that would be in front of the judge is if I've been promised this, and I'm not upset with you. Please don't feel that way. I simply haven't eaten. I've drank too much caffeine today, and everyone is trying to get advice from me that I'm not capable of giving. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but this right here is simply to say, hey. We've got different laws now, different things that are going on, and these people that are making these decisions for me at this agency need to think that there's going to be someone else looking at the decision making as well in 2 weeks. And I'm very capable of talking to judges. I got no problem telling. I've got it very organized. I've got it just ridiculously organized and proof. And this is another thing. Speaking of the fire department, I've got something I have to say about this. There's a stay away order. If anyone comes from the fire department tomorrow, because of my settlement in 1999, no one can come near me from the fire department without my express permission. Like that is, and I've copied that as well. Like I know the paramedics run it, but anyone who is a former or past union member cannot come near me. Like that's part of the settlement with the union, the firefighters union from 1999. Very vague, very simple. So that's me.
Okay. I got to run to another meeting, but I did want to. I'm glad I was able to connect with you guys right now.
Thank you very much.
Jason, you had to call the police last week because a couple was out here with axes fighting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Please let me apologize for neighbors on their behalf.
Yeah, it was kind of scary, but
very.
That made me quite nauseous when I heard it, and I just thought I really wanted to like apologize. Even though I didn't do anything. That's just hear that. It's just like wow.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to just touch base again about the hotel.
Yeah.
How can I?
So I did talk to the manager of the hotel last week about allowing you guys to park your vehicles there and then getting a room in the motel, would that be something you're open to, or?
I don't see why we don't just tow it to get it fixed and put us in
That's still
put
your...
me in the room. If you want me to put me in a room
Uh-huh.
and just have this towed, but just to stay there for 2 weeks in a room, and
Uh-huh.
it would cost less to get it fixed
Yeah.
and me be on my way than it would be to stay in the hotel for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I personally don't believe the.
Do you do you know what the estimate to get this fixed is?
I don't know I have the
Okay.
work and I have what needs on it,
Okay.
but it was a do-it-yourself list.
Okay.
So everything,
Yeah.
the labor would have to be added into it, but I have it all very organized.
Yeah.
For me, I'm very, very interested in that.
Okay.
Absolutely interested.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to show you guys that of course I have respect for whatever needs to happen.
Yeah.
And so
I'm not saying no, okay? I'm not saying no.
I'm just
Let me
speaking for
no,
myself.
and I'm with
Yeah.
you. No, wait, don't. Let me back up. I think it would make more sense to fix it. But
Yeah.
if it is a matter of getting it out the way until something else can happen,
Yeah.
a momentary move, it'll take a tow truck to get me over there because
And
there's
I
a
think
big
the
hump.
hotel knows
Yeah.
That will be that I will honor their
Yeah.
wishes and requests.
Yeah.
Nobody's staying in my trailer.
Yeah.
It's parked in my
Yeah.
period.
So I did raise this to HSH, the Homelessness and Supportive Housing, and then let me talk to the manager again to see if that. Yeah.
And I think Lisa's on duty. She came out earlier and
Yeah.
said, "Can you get all this trash cleaned up and get all these guys out of here?"
Yeah.
Because the owner called and he wants me to go out and do it. And I said, I really don't like being put in this position.
Yeah.
But yes, I will. And so we went out and picked up all the trash.
Yeah.
And got rid of who we could, and not everybody. So
Yeah.
I'm very interested in that.
Okay.
And I will take whatever money that I have,
Yeah.
which isn't a lot at all. Definitely less now because I'm gonna go buy a brand new phone.
Yeah.
And I would love that.
Okay.
All
right.
I'd prefer to just not move.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if they're willing,
And how long were you there before? Like that was back in February when the last action happened here.
I've been here since October.
Or weren't you in the parking lot here for a little while?
No,
Oh, okay.
I was in my super
Yeah.
for 3 months.
Okay.
Across the street.
Yeah.
I had my rig brought here
Yeah.
from Central Valley. I was here for about 4 days, and then Keysar kicked in. Keysar Marathon. So as we keeping with the law, I was moved and moved across the street. I was over there by myself for a month.
Okay.
Even though I was just, didn't even know I was there.
Yeah.
No people, nobody came. Me and my dog, no noise, and they attacked me.
Yeah.
So I came back over here, and then also to be
Yeah.
close to Ramona.
Okay.
And then for Beta Breakers, I got ready. Everybody got ready
Yeah,
to
yeah.
move, and nobody moved, so I
Yeah.
moved.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, yeah, good to connect with you guys.
Yeah.
And,
But if the hotel and
yeah,
how
yeah.
is that something I can just find out about?
let me work on these options. And then, yeah, I hear you, Ramona. What?
I understand.
You still have your. Yeah. I'll
We
follow
know.
up on that.
I
Yeah,
understand.
okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Marr.